Yes. Uh, another week, another break stuff with my guest who's definitely here for the first time, Carson again. Hey, welcome to the show.
There's so many people here.
What? We don't even have an intern today. It's just the both of us.
You didn't tell me there's gonna be a live studio audience on Breakstuff.
Bro, Talks with T ain't even in the building.
Steve came?
Vi?
No. It's Steve from Costco.
Welcome to Costco.
Welcome to Costco. Is that would you ever work at Costco?
Depends.
Give me the scenario.
If that's all I get to do, welcome to Costco, and I get like a good paycheck, fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Would you do it in the same like voice? You'd be like, welcome to Costco.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to Costco. Oh, you see, like I heard a little bit of care.
Welcome to Costco.
For me, it'd be like, welcome
wink.
to Costco.
Give him a good wink. Like, welcome to Costco.
Listen, I'm not on a list like you, all right?
Listen, I'm on multiple lists. Not a list. Not an amateur.
Oh. If you're looking for your guy, authorities...
He's right here.
His address is... No. He lives in K-Town, god damn it.
I do live in K-Town. Maybe not in the foreseeable future, though. I only have a month left here. At the first studio for Mood Mixer.
It's been a year?
Dude, I hit my year benchmark in LA like 9 days ago.
Oh, for me it was June.
Yeah.
But like this place.
This place is almost a year.
Oh my god. I didn't feel that year.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it.
I didn't either. Honestly. You know, like when... Like, I don't know what a good example is, but... You know, like you're gone out of like surgery and you're just like, oh.
That like a quick.
Yeah, it's just like quick. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm
and
here.
Like, oh, a year has passed.
I definitely felt the guy pulling the tooth out of my mouth, you know, but like now it's over.
And you're like, that was a fever dream.
It definitely was. This place is a fever dream.
Yeah.
A lot happened at this place. Had a couple kids. Gave away a couple kids. Ran away from a couple kids. They kept coming back. They kept racing after me. It was kind of weird.
How many kids do you have, dude?
I don't like to talk about it.
The answer is 0 because Carson's never had a girl.
That is accurate. You got me. You got me there.
That's pretty gross. Speaking of gross stuff, do you want to come over?
Huh?
To my gross corner? Is it time for Andy's gross corner?
Andy's gross corner. So, Andy, I have this thing where it's a crippling fear, especially because we don't have an intern, that I didn't press record on the phone. I'm just going to 100% make sure the phone is going.
Okay. Guys, as you can see, we are very, very professional. Was it recording?
It is recording.
Oh, thank fuck.
Thank goodness.
All right, first up.
I did that one time, and it was like the whole thing was
I was
gone.
there.
I know you were there.
I was there.
I don't want to relive that. That sucked.
Yeah. So, you know, for all you break stuff. We could call them break fans.
We can call them break fans.
For all you break fans out there,
I love breaks.
There's an unrecorded episode floating out there.
Yeah,
in
floating out there
somewhere
on the dark web, actually.
Yeah, because we were nude. Anyway.
Yeah, we were super nude. Bottle number 2. Alrighty, we're there, dude.
Yeah, it's because we're totally sponsored.
Listen, they aren't suing us. If anything, I love their product. But realistically, just bottle number 2 for the morning, you know?
He's got a caffeine addiction. Anyway, here's my first thing.
Okay.
You got a friend.
The third time tonight. Dude, that is the worst. I think, like, Toy Story really messed me up as a kid because it actually made me, like, give legit emotions and life to my toys, though.
To inanimate objects.
Yeah, because I remember, like, my mom would be like, all right, you got to, like, clean out your toy bin. And, like, I remember being like...
No, but Mom, Woody and Buzz... It sounds like sex toys, right?
Yeah, no, it does. That's why this is extra funny, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, that's the thing, too, is, like, I remember being like, oh, my God, like, this is a thing. Like, this is a living thing, you know? But it's a toy, you know?
Okay, so, you know, to counter emotions like that, like,
Yeah.
oh, you got to care for your toys because they're actually living, breathing, sentient beings.
Yes.
Go watch Annabelle.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if you still care after that.
No, I that's the one thing we both I just don't do horror. Like I'm not watching.
Well, I do a lot.
I know you
a
do.
lot.
There's some people at my work because like part of the time at my studio is like, we will like there's just like a lot of downtime because like once you get people set up, like you just wait for them if they have a problem or they need us to get.
So you just chill there.
So like there was the other night I was just getting paid to watch a movie. I just watched a movie
While waiting.
Like and like the whole time I was like I'm getting paid to do this. It's pretty legit. But what is it? But some of my friends there like are into horror movies, and I see them scrolling through it. I'm like, I'm gonna leave the room. Like you can't even pay me to
sit through a horror movie.
I'm good.
Mm.
It's not like I'm gonna be sitting there like, "Wow!" You know, like I'm so uncomfortable.
Are you the kind
of
of guy who internalizes all of that shit?
It's just I internalize it, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, the world is broken. You know, like it's just like. I just can't. I see no benefit. I've never left a horror movie and been like, "What a wild ride, huh? Let's go get Sonic." Like,
the world is broken.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's why horror is cool. I don't know. That did not make sense.
It didn't because it didn't add to your argument. It was just like horror's pretty cool, man. Like,
oh, it's pretty cool because. You know, no matter what you do, real life's still gonna be worse.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I also don't need like. I remember T-Rock telling us like he was like, "Yeah, I get like certain like." He tells me about his nightmares sometimes, and I'm like, you wouldn't have conjured up that idea unless you have watched those films.
I don't dream about them anymore. See, that's how much horror movies I consume.
But that's what I'm saying though. Is like you wouldn't have those dreams in the first place. Unless that was going on. Because I feel like dreams is just your brain vomit. So if you're internalizing all of this stuff, then it's just like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's just, it's sourcing your nightmares.
So it's like, you know, it's like dreams are in a theater?
Dream theater. Yeah, just
all right, next one for me, and then I'll give it up to you.
All right, cool. Let's see it.
For a second. Okay, if I can address the court, please. I just think this is all just a little misunderstanding. Sorry. Listen, it's not that we don't like trolls. Oh, dwarves, midgets. What do you people want to be called? I don't know. What is it? Diminished stature? I don't know.
Diminished stature.
You're not helping us. Will you try then? Your Honor, if I could have a moment, I'll make it short. I mean, sorry, if you could just give me a tiny moment. I'm not doing any better.
He kept grabbing his friend's leg, though, very like.
I don't think that's just a friend.
Like, yeah, no, he was like, Your Honor, like to his, like, I would never in my, like, never grab, like, be like, so Andy, it's been great working on Breakstuff. Like,
that actually hurt.
sorry.
Emotionally,
yeah, of course. Even grabbing your leg, I was like, this is weird. But no, I thought it was weird, but yeah, no.
I know it's cool because if you go to Hollywood and West Hollywood, you see buff dudes.
Yeah.
They're probably all about that life.
Oh yeah.
Very few buff dudes I see in Hollywood and West Hollywood, or even like in LA in general, are like, oh yeah, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's more like,
when is he moving here?
In next week.
No way.
Let's have him on the show.
He has to be on the show.
Yeah, next week he's here.
Yes.
We got a buddy. Let's say he's got an explosive personality. All right. We'll have him next week. How about that?
We'll have him whenever he's comfortable here. I don't want to rush him into this.
Oh, I'm definitely rushing him into this.
Fair enough.
All right, on you, sir.
Okay, it's on me. I like how we didn't even talk about the little people part. I was like, he kept touching his leg. That was weird.
I mean, are they in Hollywood?
Oh, this one.
Okay, go.
Are you guys having a good time? Rock and fucking roll! Yeah! 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 I am the wolf's fangs. I am the eyes of your daughter. I am Thor. Are you guys having a good time?
Dude, these fucking comments. Don't mess with Iowa.
Bro, it's so good. It is so. But like, my favorite comment is, "Bro was totally chill until you said rock and roll." Like it's like a trigger word for him where you was like, "Yeah!"
Demonic possession.
Yeah, I know. And then he started like going on a little.
One guy said, "Give this man a firearm." Oh my god.
Yeah!
That's how you get a firearm. That's how you get a firearm in Iowa.
Yeah, definitely. You just pull up and you go, you know.
I was like, well, yep, here you go.
Yeah, this belongs to you, I guess. But yeah, no, I love that energy, man. It just gets me riled up on this Saturday morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, well, it also helps that you've got like a shit ton of caffeine.
Oh, just my little cup of Joe?
Oh yeah, America. Oh wait, yeah,
It's not even America, dude. This is standard. Like if you go to Starbucks and ask for a small, this is what this is. Just drink one or two of these.
Go to Starbucks in, I don't know. Do they have that in Starbucks like Japan?
Yeah,
Probably not. Probably not.
This is standard. I listen. I went through the boot camp of the rules and regulations of Starbucks. This is just like a normal. Like you don't even drink coffee. Like this is like a normal. Just drink one or two of these a day. Just keep it
I think
going.
this is meant to last you a week.
I don't know about that, man. I think you just down it and then you just go about your day.
And then you do rock and roll.
And then you rock and roll, you know? Yeah, I think that's truthfully like the founders of Starbucks. That's like, you know,
that's the way they intended it.
Yeah, no, you just kind of down it. Go through your day, do different stuff. Like, just casual. Like, it doesn't even get me hyped up. It's just like, it's like a baseline meaning where you're a super chill guy. Like that guy that we just watched.
Don't mess with him.
Don't mess with him. All right, so my final meme.
Who will fix me now? Dive in when I'm down. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. Who will make me fight?
Look at the
Drag
comments.
me out alive. Save me from myself. Don't let me drown. Who will fix me now?
Take me away from the horizon.
So much talent. Keep it hidden. Please let me drown.
Oh my god.
Who will make me fight? Drag me out alive.
So
Isn't that great?
there's a lot of delusional people out there, huh?
Yeah, well, they have zero reference. Okay, plug for this. Like, I'm not even sponsored by these people. There's a show on Netflix called Popstar Academy, and it's following this girl group that they formed called Cat's Eye.
Okay.
And so some of these girls come in, and they selected these girls to go through this basically like training camp, and then only 6 survive out of the 20.
So that's your group.
So the 6 will be the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's girls that come that are like super good at dancing. And then there's other girls that are really good at singing, or they're good at both.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have those 3 camps, right? So there's girls that come in that like are like crazy at dancing, but when they go to like to do the singing training, like,
suck.
It's terrible. So they're doing the first week of evaluations, and again, this is like a Chinese company. They're very just like, it is good or it is not. It's not American where it's like, oh honey, like you can.
Oh, my mother died.
Like the production manager is just like, no.
If it's not good, it's not good.
Which is awesome. That's what we need to get back to. But like, there's this one girl who's amazing at dancing, like very good, like does like hip hop dancing and is like phenomenal. And so she goes up to sing the song, and you can tell she like is so confident, like this fool,
super confident.
And the room is silent. And then the head like creative guy goes, "So are you aware you're off key the entire song?" She goes, what? And he's like, he just shakes his. He's
Dude, I bet he was like, I'm not sure why this comes as a surprise to you.
yeah, no, yeah.
Listen, dude, there are people there people out there who are tone deaf,
Completely tone deaf.
like drummers. What?
Hey man, I know pitch. Tiona was giving me crap the other day. I was for Danny, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So like again, Berkeley taught us like we can't like you and I, even though we are not good singers.
Oh,
we,
not at all.
We can sing on pitch.
Yeah.
And like you can piece together a melody that is compelling.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be stellar. Or
It's not gonna be stellar, right? So Tiona comes in yesterday, and like I kept watching her location because I didn't want her to be here for it.
Okay.
But like I was in my room for Danny because we were working on a song, and like he couldn't come up with like a good melody. A good melody, yeah. So in my brain, I'm like, oh, I hear some things. So I text Danny, I'm like, I know I am not a good singer. That is not my pitch to you. My pitch to you is
This is the melody.
Here's the melody. Build off of it and see if it's better.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm like in my room and I'm trying to like sing it kind of well, like in the sense of like actually projecting like how the delivery should be. And so she comes in and she's like, yo, are you watching like America's Got Talent fail videos? And I go, She goes, what is this horrible singing? And I go, it's me, you jerk. Like, and she's like, oh. But whenever I work with her, like, and I remember at the first time working with her, like, I started to, like, I'm like, oh, no, you're supposed to hit this, no. And, like, she's like, Carson, you're, like, not good at singing. I'm like, I'm well aware. That's why you're behind the mic and I'm not. I'm trying to help you hit the pitch correctly because you can't. And she's like, oh.
This is coming from a drummer, guys. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's like that's the whole role of a producer is like,
Dude,
it's like helping.
We're lucky because we have a melodic instrument. So I could just play the melody on my instrument and record it. I'm like, here's the melody.
Exactly.
If you like it, great.
See, I can't do that. You know,
unless you tune your toms.
But like also too, though, I think that works to an extent. Because, like, I think that's also why I was actually projecting my voice, like, singing it. Because I was like, this is how the inflection should go. And I feel like you can replicate that with a piano or a guitar, but, like, not fully.
Yeah,
you know? But, yeah, no, the cover is pretty...
It doesn't go hard.
It doesn't... I have an audience, if you're wondering, it doesn't go hard. Speaking of... Does it go hard?
Wasn't that the perfect segue?
It was a great segue. That was pretty good.
Quick thinking. Hey! Without coffee.
But,
you know.
I mean, I'm only on my first. Did I say it was my first or second? I don't know. I kind of.
Not sponsored by Canada Dry.
Dude, if we got sponsored by Canada Dry, that would be pretty cool.
My wife's Canadian.
Oh, yeah?
So,
French Canadian.
French, still Canadian.
Yeah.
But they, you know, they're like, English-speaking Canadian. Fuck you.
Like, do you feel like because like they speak French to each other when they go home, do you feel like let's say on a day that you don't go outside, like in the sense of like living here, that you're like, oh, this is a total French existence because like your phone is all in French.
Oh, yeah.
Your wife is speaking to you in French. Like, I feel like that's crazy.
I one time I talked to my coach in French. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
That's got to be jarring. You come up and like you're just like, I can't even do it. I'm not even gonna try to do a French accent, but like you just like come up and like.
Remember when we were in Berkeley?
Yeah.
So every time we're not.
Could never forget Berkeley.
PTSD. Anyway.
Yeah.
Not really. So I used to do Boston, Quebec City, a lot.
Yeah,
like
a
back and forth.
6 hour drive.
Back and forth. Yeah. Especially when it's like winter break. Summer vacation, whatever. I'm usually in Quebec.
Yeah.
And if I'm coming from Boston, going to Quebec, the first week, I have to
reacclimate.
Adjust.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, not English. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then when I come back to Boston from Quebec, I'm like, not French for a week.
Yeah.
So that's, in here, it's like, you just got to switch like that.
Yeah, you just got to go.
Yeah. Sometimes I fail.
Yeah, for sure.
So there you go.
Sometimes you just
and I'm not even.
By the way, I might be in your camp. I remember we were talking about this where like I was like, oh yeah, I got to figure out learning Dutch, but I have no one to speak Dutch to. I might have to start learning French with you because I was talking with Danny, and there's plans of him building a studio in France.
Yeah, I know where.
Yeah, and so he was like, actually, like it would be probably more profitable for you to learn French, and so now I'm like, Andy,
Why don't you just have dinner with us?
yeah, I'll
like
have dinner.
let's set aside a time
Yeah,
or 2 times, I guess, weekly.
because I'll learn French after those 2 times.
No, but it's good that
Like
every week
every
there's
week,
something.
yeah, we have
there's
dinner.
something.
Yeah,
Once is not enough, actually.
yeah.
Especially for a language. If you're not immersed in it, forget about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Forget about
that
it.
was why like I aced Spanish all throughout school. Can't speak any Spanish.
Okay, in high school,
Yeah.
I failed one class once, Spanish,
Really?
because I didn't care at that time, which I kind of regret.
I feel like Spanish, because like, correct me if I'm wrong, because like the Spaniards like colonized a lot of the Philippines. So do you feel like there's a lot of like connection between those two?
No, it's lost.
It's completely lost.
Culturally, yes.
Okay.
Linguistically, it's completely lost. We all speak English.
Well, yeah, you all speak English, but like I'm speaking a Tagalog. Like,
Oh, dude, half of the words are like in Spanish.
oh really? So like,
So, like, if we-
that's why I was wondering is like,
Yeah.
Is there any?
But like, nobody speaks Spanish anymore in the Philippines. Nobody.
Well, I feel like it would be kind of a frowned upon thing because you guys want to be your own thing.
No, it's not. If you speak Spanish, it'd be like, oh my god, exotic, cool.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh yo,
not
yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, no, nobody speaks it anymore. I
Interesting.
don't know, 333 years of Spanish rule, colonization, and then the Americans came for like, I don't know, is it 40, 50 years? I forgot. Forgot all about that 300-year thing.
Yeah,
Everybody spoke, English.
yeah,
So that's weird.
yeah, it's pretty weird. Spanish colonization doesn't go hard.
Yes and no. There are pros and cons. We studied this at depth.
Doesn't go hard. Anyways, okay,
it
what's
doesn't
the
go
first bit?
hard.
I realized we just went on a huge side.
That was a whole fucking tangent right there, man.
Careful with your arm gestures, Andy.
I said like this.
No, you went the other way. I saw it.
I was calling for a cab. All right, first up, Silverstein.
Silverstein. I feel like I kind of like jogged my memory before we started this episode. I feel like it's going on the same sort of concept that we were with last week, where it's like I feel like the instrumental.
Oh, it's
goes
the same
pretty
theme.
hard, like
It's the same theme.
but vocally, it's just so stylistic to the pop punk like 2000s like generic era that I wouldn't be like, oh, turn this up.
Okay, so for this week,
That analysis.
I know
ended
we're
with a burp. I was like, turn this up.
I know we're still doing 2000s bands,
Yeah.
but I just want to draw a line here. There's a subtle line here. Because
Okay.
last week we were talking about,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, instrumentally it's heavy, but, vocally, strong structurally it feels like pop. This one is more of the screamo, emo bands.
Yeah.
You remember this?
For sure.
She
I
broke up
wasn't
with me. Broke up with me.
Yeah, I wasn't insinuating that these vocals aren't like distorted, growled, or anything like that. But
Oh,
I felt like
Screamo.
kind of. I just kind of felt like same vein. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, instrumentally, I guess. Song structures too. For me, Silverstein, I like Silverstein because when I was a teenager, I guess I used to hear their song in the radio, "Smile in Your Sleep." I love that song.
Yeah.
Because I used to listen to it, in the car going to school every day. So I like it, but I don't think they go heavy. They don't go hard.
They
But
don't
I
go
like
hard.
them.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. Like, if you want to like sit here and have because we were talking about this before, is like, because I was asking you, I was like, well, for this like segment that we have continued, like, does it go hard? Is the question, does it go metal, or like, does it actually like, is it in essence like, do you think that's a broader question? Because like, I think there's rock bands that definitely go super hard.
Oh, for sure.
But would not be in the metal category. So I think categorically, like, this band is like more in the rock vein of things. However,
Yeah.
I think over encompassing, I still think we both are kind of decided it doesn't go hard because it isn't a band that's not like, I'm not going to get a stank face from like,
Oh,
how
no.
brutal
Yeah.
brutal this is. But like, there's definitely some rock bands that I would say, like, you know, like put them in a stadium, put them in a large.
They will
theater,
crush it.
They'll crush you,
dude.
you know.
Yeah.
So I always think like that clarification is always good when we're doing this, because I'm like, well, does it need to be freaking Death Clock for it to be like heavy?
Or could it be a Nickelback song that just happened to be heavy?
Yeah, exactly.
Because there are Nickelback songs that are kind of heavy,
Kinda
dude.
heavy.
Yeah.
And Nickelback's coming back, dude.
Nickelback's back.
Nickelback's back. All right,
Next
what's our next
one.
one?
Funeral for a Friend. Now, okay, I have a story for this. So again, in my teenage years, I used to go with my cousin to this rehearsal studio for bands.
Okay.
Sometimes we'd rehearse ourselves. Sometimes we just watch his friends rehearse.
Yeah.
This was one of the former times. Like the
latter.
The latter. I'm sorry. I have.
It's okay. Last week I was out of it, dude,
Yeah.
so you're good.
Yeah, the latter.
I
So
couldn't remember Bon Jovi.
he had friends who were rehearsing, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Come on!" They invited us to sit in.
Yeah.
Let's sit in. They were playing "Funeral for a Friend" covers, right?
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the first times I heard like a gallop rhythm on guitar. Brr, 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 brr. And I'm like, God damn, that's heavy.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe years, like 20 years later, 20 plus years later, me now would say, oh, it's just gallop, whatever. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
You know? But at that time, like 16,
Yeah, that was
15-year-old me, that
revolutionary
was
for
like,
you.
holy shit for
You're
me,
like,
you know?
Whoa.
So until now, just because of that moment, I think instrumentally it's heavy. But again, vocally, not really. Song structure, not really. But
Yeah.
instrumentally, it's yeah.
I think Funeral
there's
for a
heavy
Friend kind of hits that. It's got like a correct me if I'm wrong. Like, it reminds me of some of like you know the band Failsafe.
I'm not familiar with these
So it's kind of like the 2000s hardcore kind of vein of band, and I feel like Funeral for a Friend is also kind of hitting on those like almost UK punk hardcore sound, which I really love. So my inclination is always this goes hard, but to what we were just saying is like, yeah, it's rock, but like, does it go super hard? I would say no, but like I really, really, dig this band.
Nice.
Nice. Can let's just get a noise? You know,
Like a sound effect.
yeah. I'll have to put it in. but
Noise.
I set myself up for more work.
Oh well, that's not me.
Yeah, no, that's not you. It's okay. I got a full day to work on it.
All right, last one.
Last one.
Kill Switch Engage.
Okay, I have a story about Killswitch Engage.
So do I. You first. Which I kind of told you guys last week, but anyway.
Yeah, so Killswitch, and again, if I've told this story, sorry, but to the 7 people, the
7 Russians.
the 7 Russians that follow us, including Vladimir Putin. Did you guys know Putin watches this show?
We are the ones just keeping the word from nuclear annihilation because we told him, "Yo, Vlad, buddy, just don't
had
use the
a deal.
nukes."
We had a deal. We can talk about it now. It used to be confidential under the FBI, but we were like, listen,
Vladdy.
Well, we're very close, so we call him Vladdy.
Yeah.
We rode horseback with him through some water. It was really cool.
Dude, I wrestled a bear with him once.
We had to take our shirts off while we were riding the horses back, which I thought was kind of weird. But I was like, I don't know, his shirt's off too. Like,
So
this
I'm like,
looks kind of
you know.
epic.
Me too.
Yeah, I was like, me too.
Yeah.
You know, we're
Hashtag
hanging out with the
me too.
Kanchaka bears. You wrestled the Kanchaka bear
With him, dude.
Yeah, with him.
I
Which
armbarred the fucking bear.
You armbarred him. The bear even was like, oh, tap.
Yeah.
You know, and Vlad was like, oh my gosh, like you guys
go hard.
You guys go hard. And so we sat down with him and we were like, listen, Vlad, bro, like, listen, the war stuff, like if we could like cool, like, listen, just think about the United States. Let's just like, no red button, no big red button. And he was like, I don't know, guys. And I was like, listen, the show will stop
For everybody
if you push the red button. He's like, oh, that's a good argument. And so then we shook hands, and
I bro hugged him.
Basically, we bro hugged. We dapped him up.
Yeah.
We dapped
It's like,
up
listen,
Vladdy.
Vlad, all right, we're going to be your bros, but just no nukes.
No nukes. We don't want nuclear war. You know.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what? You guys make a fair point. Just keep rocking on. And I was like, yeah, homie. Like, and
Come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
get in
dapped
there.
him, and then we just like really like real moment. hug
Yeah,
them, and we're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
listen, man,
yeah.
we know the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Like, we're here for you. Breakstuff is here for you. Breakstuff is not specifically for Russia. We're for the world peace. Let's just make that 100% clear.
Breakstuff is for no nukes.
For no nukes. We don't want nukes. We don't want war. But we were just keeping it real with our boy Vladdy, and like we just kept it tight, and so how did we get here? How did we get
I just got a text from Vladdy right now.
How did we get
He's
here?
like, hey, boys, when's the next episode coming out?
Dude, next episode's every Friday, man. Vlad should know that. He knows it's on Fridays.
Dude, he downloads our shit
No, he
automatically.
downloads. Like, it's on auto download.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was...
Love you, Vlad. Not really, but...
Yeah, I mean,
Not really.
listen, we're chill with them. We just want the best for the world is what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
How
you
did
know.
we get here? We were talking about Killswitch Engage.
I don't know. Anyway,
So Killswitch
what's your
Engage.
story?
My story for Killswitch Engage. So I don't know if I have told this story on this show. I know how we got there. Okay, so anyways, I don't know if I've told this story, but basically, I went to go see at the Hollywood or LA Palladium. I went to go see Vane, and Vane was opening.
for Killswitch.
They were opening for Parkway Drive.
Oh.
And Killswitch was the
Same
supporting.
vein. Same vein.
Same. Andy, you got to cool it with these, dude. You keep throwing them out
Dude,
there.
I'm dancing to
casual-
Macarena, man.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You don't have to hide it. So Killswitch was the supporting act. Vane was opening. So Vane and Parkway did an amazing job. Vane was like the reason we came out there, which was the first time in my life where I've actually come for an opening act.
Yeah.
My buddy got punched in the face. That was the first time in the mosh where it was
Wait,
the most,
I know this story.
Yeah, it was the most unwarranted. My buddy was doing the crowd killing dance. Shout out Jonathan Lewin.
Karate Core.
Karate core, yeah, very much karate core. Like, he was doing it in the middle, and like there was so a pit was formed, but there was only about like 4 people like just going at it. But they were all keeping to themselves. Like, so there was great distance between each person.
Yeah, so nobody hits everybody.
No, nobody's hitting anybody. They're just doing they're doing their thing. And then a guy out of nowhere, just like I was watching Jonathan the whole time because I was just like, he was also 2 years younger than me. So at that time I was 18. He was 16 at this time.
Okay, he was a minor.
He was just definitely a minor. So I was trying, like, as much as he was my buddy, I was trying to keep an eye out for him, just more on a like safety standpoint.
Yeah, for sure.
And a guy like giant just comes out of nowhere. Like he spawned right in front of Jonathan. Like, I didn't even see, like, I like turn back. I'm like, who is this guy? And then all of a sudden, like, just uppercuts him, like, just out of nowhere, just boom, uppercuts him. And like, like, I see Jonathan's head just go boom, like that, and he comes over and he's smiling. He's like, I got punched in the lip, and his whole mouth is bleeding.
Oh, shit.
Like, just gushing out. And I'm like, Jonathan, like, part of me was like pissed. I was like, Jonathan, do we have to leave? And he was like, no, I'm gonna bust it up in the bathroom. And then just left. And he came back. And my buddy James goes, yeah, he washed it out in the most unsanitary way possible, but he's fine.
I mean, he's 16. He's young. He can take it.
He could take it.
He was young. Well,
He
how old is
was.
Well, he still is. He's 2 years younger than you.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's 20, he's
fucking
22.
young.
He just graduated college.
But
What is it? So Vane was great, and so we have that whole experience. And then we get to Killswitch. That has to be one of the worst shows I've seen, I think. Like,
oh yeah, we talked about this.
Like, I don't know if it was that night, but it was just like they played My Curse, which everyone went, wow. But
that's like their hit.
That's their hit.
One of
Like, I dug that song, but I think from seeing that live show, I realized I don't dig their discography. I don't know. I think it just doesn't hit for me, and I think the live show confirmed that.
So what's the verdict?
It's a no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I talked about last week, actually I discovered My Curse from Sleeping Dogs, the video game.
I discovered it from Guitar Hero.
Oh, so video
3.
game too.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine was like a video game. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
That thing I was talking about with the Roadrunner Records
The
radio
like,
station.
expansion, yeah.
With Opeth. Yeah, I do think they're heavy because I've seen them twice.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with you. I've seen them
It
twice.
might have just been a bad show, and I'm basing off a bad show, but like,
dude, they nailed it.
they nailed it.
Both times. It was like these guys are tight. What the hell? And then Adam D, the guitarist, who also went to Berkeley, but dropped out. Because that's how successful musicians do it.
Yeah, we failed.
We graduated. Shit.
Well, that was my whole.
Adam D is a jokester.
Yeah.
All right, so he was flailing around the stage, he was still nailing his parts, man. Pretty good. The pinch harmonic sounded extra crispy, and he was cracking jokes. And I'm like, damn.
He tried to crack jokes at ours. Jokes at ours, and both James, my buddy, and I were both like, He was like, "Who likes pizza?" And we were like, I guess, yes. And then he's like, "Who likes," in this exact voice too, "Who likes beer?" And we're like, we're 18.
I'm not supposed to answer this question.
I was like, beer's okay, I guess. And like, he just keeps going down this laundry list of things that you're just like, yes. Like, what is the end result?
Who likes breathing air?
He's like, "Who likes breathing air?" And everyone's like, "Yeah,
yay!"
And he's like, "This song's called My Butthole." And just
my curse.
Like, I don't know.
Dude, I like that song so much.
It's a cool song. Like, I'll give it to him. I think overall, my experience on this planet, it's a no.
I think they go hard. Dude, I loved My Curse so much that I recorded a cover video of it. It's online. It's on YouTube.
Check it out. Is it Andy Estrella at Pornhub.com?
Yeah, there you go.
Onlyfans.com/Andy Estrella to watch the exclusive My Curse cover.
It's just $5 a month for a limited time.
$5, yeah.
For this week.
Pornhub, it's free, right?
It's free.
It's free on there.
But there is paid content.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
and the My Curse cover.
That's when you're getting into the Dream Theater stuff, is the paid.
Yeah.
And then
the My Curse cover is free.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's kind of like the intro. That's like this is the standard. Like, this is what you're gonna get.
This is free.
Yeah.
The more notes there is in a song, then it's probably gonna get. Yeah. The more you have to pay.
Your browser's contract is up though, right? Like
I renewed with Naughty America.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, they picked me up.
So you can't find them on browsers anymore.
No, it's on Naughty America.
It's on Naughty America
and Pornhub.
And Pornhub. Well, that's just it's the hub. Like, you get all of the stars are here.
This is the real.
Yeah. Keep saying this is the real. We make reels.
I make the reels.
Andy makes the reels. But okay, was that all the bands for this week?
That's it. I think we're done for this week.
I think we're done for this week. But keep
I'm
up
also
with.
done with you. What?
Yeah.
There may or may not be a next week.
Rock and roll.
Listen, Vladdy, no nukes.
No nukes. Okay.
This has been Breakstuff.
Breakstuff. My Curse. Right.
Listen, Vladdy, no nukes.